Imagine a silent pact forged centuries ago, not with governments or corporations, but with something far more powerful: belief. What if the very structures of wealth we inhabit today were coded, not in spreadsheets or algorithms, but in the spiritual DNA of ancient disciplines? This isn't about faith. This is about the shocking financial legacy hiding in plain sight. The God algorithm is real, and it's made you richer than you know. In the relentless pursuit of financial mastery, we often dissect markets, analyze trends, and chase the next big breakthrough. But what if the most critical factor driving your success lies not in the external world of economics, but within the internal landscape of your own mind? Today, we're not just talking about savings accounts and investment strategies. We're diving into a hidden history, the profound connection between religious disciplines and the rise of capitalism. We're going to uncover how the ancient practices of self-denial, delayed gratification, and unwavering adherence to principles have shaped the very foundations of our financial systems, and how you can use these insights to unlock unprecedented levels of wealth. Our story begins with Max Weber and his groundbreaking work, The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism. Weber argued that certain Protestant denominations, particularly Calvinism, fostered a worldview uniquely conducive to capital accumulation. The core tenets: predestination, the belief that one's salvation is predetermined by God, and the concept of a calling, a divinely ordained purpose in life. Now imagine living with the constant anxiety of not knowing if you're destined for eternal salvation. How would you cope? Calvinists, driven by this anxiety, sought signs of God's favor. And what better sign than worldly success, hard work, frugality, and the avoidance of pleasure became not just virtues, but evidence of God's grace. This wasn't about hedonism. It was about demonstrating worthiness. Profit was reinvested, not squandered. Wealth became a testament to divine approval. This ethos laid the psychological foundation for modern capitalism. Consider this: the regions where Protestantism took hold most strongly, England, the Netherlands, parts of Germany, were also the epicenters of the Industrial Revolution and early financial innovation. Coincidence? Weber argued it was a direct consequence of this religiously driven work ethic. The disciplined lifestyle, the focus on productivity, and the reinvestment of profits created a self-reinforcing cycle of economic growth. But the story doesn't end with Protestantism. The fundamental principles at play, discipline, delayed gratification, and unwavering adherence to values, are universal across many religious and spiritual traditions. Buddhism, for example, emphasizes mindfulness and detachment from worldly desires. This cultivates a sense of inner peace and allows for clearer decision-making, crucial for successful investing. Islam promotes charitable giving, zakat, and ethical business practices, fostering a sense of community and long-term sustainability. Hinduism values dharma, righteous conduct, and karma, cause and effect, encouraging responsible actions and a focus on long-term consequences. Think about the concept of tithing, giving a portion of your income back to your community or religious institution. On the surface, it seems counterintuitive to wealth accumulation, but psychologically, it reinforces gratitude, generosity, and a belief in abundance. It shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, from hoarding to giving. And studies have shown that charitable giving is often correlated with increased happiness and overall well-being, which can positively impact your financial performance. Now, let's move from the historical and theological to the scientific. Modern neuroscience confirms the power of self-discipline and delayed gratification. The famous marshmallow test demonstrated that children who could resist eating a marshmallow immediately and wait for a larger reward later in life were more successful academically, professionally, and financially. The ability to delay gratification is a key predictor of long-term success. So, how do you apply these principles to your financial life today? The key is to become a disciplined investor. This means adopting a long-term perspective, resisting the urge to chase short-term gains, and sticking to your investment strategy even when the market gets volatile. Warren Buffett, one of the most successful investors of all time, is a prime example of this disciplined approach. He focuses on value investing, buying undervalued companies and holding them for the long term, regardless of market fluctuations. He understands that patience and discipline are essential for building wealth. Think about the common financial mistakes people make: panic selling during market downturns, chasing get-rich-quick schemes, and overspending on things they don't need. These are all examples of a lack of self-discipline. The disciplined investor avoids these pitfalls by developing a rational investment strategy and sticking to it regardless of emotions or external pressures. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The constant bombardment of advertising and consumerism is designed to undermine your self-discipline. Marketers are experts at exploiting your emotional vulnerabilities and triggering impulsive buying decisions. They want you to chase instant gratification, not long-term financial security. This is a war for your mind, a battle between your impulses and your long-term goals. Every time you resist an impulse purchase, every time you choose to invest instead of spend, you're strengthening your disciplined investor muscle and building a brighter future. This isn't just about money. It's about freedom. The freedom to choose how you live your life, the freedom to pursue your passions, and the freedom to leave a legacy for future generations. The real secret is understanding that the pursuit of wealth is not just about accumulating assets. It's about cultivating the inner virtues of discipline, patience, and resilience. These are the very same virtues that have been emphasized by religious and spiritual traditions for centuries. By embracing these principles, you can unlock your full financial potential and create a life of abundance and purpose. The God algorithm, as we called it, is not a literal code. It's a metaphor for the profound influence that religious disciplines have had on the development of capitalism and the shaping of our financial mindsets. Understanding this connection allows you to take control of your own financial destiny. By cultivating the virtues of self-discipline, delayed gratification, and unwavering adherence to your values, you can build wealth that is not only financial but also spiritual and emotional. Remember, wealth is not an end in itself. It's a tool that can be used to create a better life for yourself and others. Use your financial resources wisely, invest in your own personal growth, and contribute to causes that you believe in. By doing so, you'll be living a life of purpose and abundance, a life that is truly aligned with your values. Now, I want to hear from you. What's one area of your life where you could apply more discipline to improve your finances? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like and subscribe for more insights on the psychology of wealth. We're building a community here of disciplined investors focused on long-term financial security and personal growth. And for those of you who are serious about taking your financial discipline to the next level, I've created a free guide called the Disciplined Investor's Toolkit. It includes a checklist of essential financial habits, a meditation guide for cultivating mindfulness, and a goal-setting template for creating a clear financial roadmap. You can download it for free by clicking the link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay disciplined.